Impact Ministry is designed to help give purpose and direction to young men in their lives. Our goal is to disciple and train young men to be godly business owners, to be godly employees, to be godly fathers and husbands, and to equip them with what they need to survive in this world.
One of the reasons we started Impact Ministry is because we look around here in Port Vila and we see a lot of young guys who don't have the finances to go to school, and they end up just walking around on the streets. Some of these younger guys who are 12, 13, 14 are being influenced by older guys who are leading them into drinking and smoking and a whole bunch of worldly things, but we want to give these young guys a better future.
Our plan is to develop a full-time living and training facility where we run 4 vocational courses: mechanics, woodworking, carpentry, and business, that are all registered courses with the government.
God has gifted me with the skills and the abilities to teach people mechanics. I mean, it's been a passion of mine for a long time. I would love to be able to use the skills that God has given me to equip these young men. And from that, we started to meet with some of these young guys on the weekends.
Speaking from experience, I'm one of the first students, I would say. One thing I found out, I went on and hang out with cousin and I'm in a lot, and they teach me mechanic joinery, and one thing I'm interested in is a mechanic, and I kind of do mechanic all after school. When I'm finished school, every afternoon I went out with cousin and we do mechanics.
After me service impact me good la life flow boy from la sem plan the boy we only just work out only no serve when I'm now play game mo only thing say oh yes life and me finish lo blessana be hemi no true dai me join em Impact Ministry hemi save make me mo mi save look say yes mi save look save say no me got life for me hemi long fly etigo mi save make him something yet me come join em Impact Ministry after me now also one first staff floor impact.
A big part of our ministry is housing, living with these young men for their 24/7 discipleship. So when they're facing challenges during the week or having struggles, we're able to step in and speak life and encourage them in the ways of the Lord.
So the way our program is set up is we don't just provide education like a regular school, but we live alongside them, teaching them work ethic and morals, and help them to learn how to navigate the difficulties of life as a young person here in Vanuatu. Our desire is actually to see these young guys grow up and thrive as men of influence in their communities. And so some of that will be in the business world, some of that may be in the church, some of that may be in the government. But we want to give them the tools that they need to take the first step.
More than a program or a training course, our heart's desire is to really see long-term life change, where these young men will live their lives out serving the Lord and loving others.
Our next step with Impact Ministry is we need a full-time training and living facility where we can house up to 20 guys and run our vocational courses full-time. So we are looking to raise about $180,000 for our first phase to purchase a piece of land, and then to be able to develop it with a workshop and a couple housings and run our courses full-time. We want this to be a ministry and a vocational school that doesn't just run for a few years but continues generations.
If you would like to be a part of what is happening in Vanuatu and the life change that we're seeing in these young men, please support us.